This is the Mount Ann circuit. Normally people do it clockwise, but as you can see, weather's come in and I'm gonna do it anti-clockwise so that by the time I get onto the more technical stuff, hopefully the weather's settled down a little bit and that's a bit safer. Doesn't mean today's a big day. It means I'm going 8Ks on the dirt road and then so done with the road, and now we go east. Oh, it's bouncy. I just saw what looked like a black cat with kind of pointy ears. Didn't really run like a cat though. I'm wondering if that was the elusive Tassie devil. I think that's the path. Wow. That's day one. I think it went pretty well, all things considered. Took me about an hour to do the 2 kilometers from the Mount Ann circuit to Lake Judd, because half of that was basically underwater. So a lot of my stuff's pretty wet, but I think that was always going to happen. Time to go to sleep. It's the morning of day 2. My stuff is still very, very wet. But we're up and we're moving. Hopefully a bit of sun comes out today on our way to the Lonely Tarns. Whew. Least favorite section. Yep, that's the trail. This morning is not getting better. So this is where navigation can get a little bit tricky. Today was really tough. Definite type 2 fun kind of day. I was wet all the way to my underwear, including. And at one point I was starting to get real cold up on the ridgeline there. I was starting to get a little bit worried. But we're here now. All that's left now is to set up all my sleep stuff, cook up some food. So right now I am at the Lonely Tarns campsite. And tomorrow I've got the climb up to Mount Lot. And then I'm going to be making my way over to Shelf Camp, and that's where I'm going to camp tomorrow. Probably try to leave around 8 or 9, But if it does end up raining tomorrow morning, I'll probably wait and see if the weather clears up a bit to give me a better chance in the afternoon. All right, it's day 3. It was really cold this morning, but woke up to birds chirping and it wasn't raining, so big win. And heading up to Mount Lot. That's my way up. That was camp last night, just down there. It's super wet and super slippery. That is the summit of Mount Lot behind me. And now I'm headed to this little section called the Notch, which is apparently the most technical little spot on the trail, and I just hope it's not too wet. That's the Notch. It's not actually too bad. Lots of handholds. Pretty sure that's Mount Ann hiding in her little cloud. This is the Shelf campsite. It's supposed to be one of the most scenic campsites in Australia. Yeah. So I'm at Shelf Camp right now. Can't see anything at the moment because it's raining and cloudy. But if the weather's good tomorrow morning, I'll summit Mount Ann, probably drop my pack along the way, and then continue past the high camp and back to the car park. A beautiful morning on day 4. I woke up and just sat around camp, letting my stuff dry and chatting to people. It's actually good to see people. On the summit of Mount Ann, just due north, you should be able to see the Overland Track Mountains, and then Lake Pedder flooded. Just about see the Arthurs just under the clouds in the distance there. That is Mount Lot and the ridge that I came up yesterday, and just down there is Lonely Tarns. Can see the car park. That's the Mount Ann circuit. I did it counterclockwise due to the weather. Days like today is what you look for when you go hiking in these mountains.